Welcome to the Mod Manual. In this guide, we'll cover how to create an EvilCraft Iron and Blood farm in Minecraft 1.20.1. Let's get started. Before we start building, here's a quick checklist of all the items you'll need. We need 64 or more torches, 64 or more carpet, 20 trapdoors, 16 rails, 12 beds, 9 fence gate, 9 spiked plate, and 9 sanguinary pedestal. We need 8 slabs, 4 obscured glass, 2 to 4 powered rail, 2 chests, 1 to 12 dark tank, 1 hopper, 1 minecart with hopper, 1 redstone repeater, 1 redstone comparator, 1 redstone torch, and 1 lever. Make sure to gather everything before we begin. Clear a suitable space to build the farm. Avoid fluid pools or dungeons below if possible. I think this spot seems good. First, we're going to dig a hole, and then we're going to dig 4 blocks out on each side. That way we can make a 9x9 space. We're going to clear all the blocks in between. After that, we're going to go down 1 more layer. That's why it's good to have multiple shovels in case one breaks. This is going to be a lot. Same for the pickaxes. Now that we've cleared that space, locate the center of the pit and dig a 3x3 hole, and then dig 4 blocks deep. At the bottom, place sanguinary pedestals and then spiked plates on top of each pedestal. Keep in mind you're going to have to get out, so on the last one I usually dig up. Then I'll put the spiked plate on top after. Place some gates around the opening, and then open them all up. This will stop the water from pooling, and it'll allow the iron golems to fall into the center. You can probably do it a lot faster than me. I was just trying to make it clear for the video. Start by digging a hole 3 blocks out from the corner of the spawn area. Then dig 3 more blocks outward. Dig straight down a total of 7 blocks. Clear the rest of the columns to make it 3 wide. At the bottom, carve out a 5x3x3 room and add a stairway on the back wall, as shown in the video. I feel like this is a little easier to replicate by watching rather than me explaining. I'm going to mark the other corners so you can kind of get an idea where they're going to sit as well. Alright, awesome. You're going to see me do the same thing I did for that first one, just for every single corner. Make sure that the little villager homes are going away from the farm. And it should look like there's a spawn area in the middle, and then there's 2 equal signs, if you were going to get a bird's eye view. Place 3 beds along the short wall closest to the spawn area, with the pillows facing the wall. Along the longer walls, place slabs on the bottom half of the blocks directly above the foot of each bed. Next, place a building block on the ceiling between the slabs and attach a trap door to the underside of the block, and then remove the block. Finally, place a torch on the wall for lighting so that nothing spawns in here. If you ever have trouble with iron golems spawning in this room, you can always put carpet on the ground because iron golems need 3 full blocks, and a carpet will make that last block a little too small for them to spawn. And again, we have to do this for every room because every room is going to be the same. Go 8 blocks out from the spawn area and dig a stairway going 7 blocks deep. Once at the bottom, open up the space around the sanguinary pedestal. Place dark tanks around the sanguinary pedestal, complete the setup. You don't have to be as rigid as I am here, you can make it a little bigger because you can always put carpet down. Just keep in mind that if it's larger than 3 or 3 blocks, that iron golems might be able to spawn here, so keep it 3 or 2 and use carpet on the ground to negate them from spawning. Also, keep in mind that mobs can spawn in here, so it could be a good idea to put some torches up. In order to get blood from all the sanguinary pedestals, they have to have a dark tank beside them. So, I put them on the side so that they would pass it off to the side. However, if you don't have a lot and you just have one, it's better than nothing. And if these are getting full really quickly, you can always upgrade them in your inventory as I go over in the mod manual encyclopedia, which I'll link. It's a little dry because it's my first video, but it still has a lot of really good information. Place a block 1 block lower and 2 blocks away from one of the sanguinary pedestals in the corner. Next, place a powered rail 1 block below and adjacent to the same pedestal. Place a lever on the block so that you can turn on the power rail. Arrange the rails in a snaking formation, ensuring there's a rail directly beneath each sanguinary pedestal. Depending on how you choose to set it up, it could require more powered rails. Let's break 3 blocks, 1 where the rail is going to go over and 2 beside the rail at the end, so we can place 2 chests and 1 hopper going into the chests. Then, we're going to place a powered rail on top of the hopper, break the block beside the hopper, and break the block 2 away so that there's a block between the 2. And we're going to place a redstone torch behind that, and a comparator facing the block that the redstone torch is on. From there, we're going to put a block on top of the torch. And then we're going to place a repeater facing a block beside the redstone rail. As I've said before, it's a great time to put some torches up because you do not want mobs to spawn down here. Turn the lever on and place the minecart with hopper right on the powered rail, and that'll get it going. Now, when the iron golems drop, it'll pick up the iron from underneath and it'll place them in the chest. Like I've said in the past, you're going to have to go down there and you're going to place some carpet just to make sure that the iron golems can't spawn down here. You want to limit their spawning area to just that piece in the center. So if you ever see an iron golem spawn, 1, kill it. You can build up some blocks, stand over it and kill it. But 2, place some carpet down and make sure they can't spawn there. They need 3 block height to spawn. You're going to need 12 villagers, so you can use a boat and kind of walk them into a boat and get them there, but you're probably going to need 2 villages to get that many. Or you can make a villager farm that I provided in the description. I like to put trapdoors over all the openings so that I can do some maintenance if something happens later, because things will happen. Next thing we're going to need to do is put the villagers in their home. So I tried to do this technique I saw online, some other video I watched, where they used the beds and they would run to the beds and sleep in them and you'd break them. You can try them, but I had a lot more success just walking them up there or using the boat and pushing them in with my body. If they run away, you can always just use the boat, put it in front of them, and bring them back. You'll think you'll see it happen 1 or 2 times. Getting the villagers is probably the most difficult part of the entire build, and getting the zombie is the second most difficult part. Fortunately, it's not that hard. I'm going to build 4 blocks away from the entrance for the villagers, and I'm going to build a tunnel straight down right in front of the trapdoor. And then I'm going to place the boat right in front of the trapdoor, so that when the zombie goes in, he goes right into the boat. I'm going to wall this up. And I like to use dirt so that I can kind of mark it and what the pathing is later. And then I'm just going to, these trapdoors will show where the path is. Awesome, and we'll put a trapdoor right here just so we can trick them and they'll walk in when we open it up. The zombie will walk right over top and he'll go in. And I have to do this, of course, just like every other part for every home. We're going to need water to push the golem into the middle, so I'm going to make an infinite water source. Make 1 bucket on each side of a 3x1 space. And then, oh, hold on, we have a wolf trap. Let's save him real quick. Come on, buddy. Come on. If you fall down there, buddy, you will die. There we go. Success! You didn't want really like my bone, though. Now the middle one will be an infinite water source, and we can put them in the corners. But I'm going to put a building block in because I get a little bit more power and push speed, and the faster I can clear the golems, the faster I can get a new one. So I like to put a little block in the corner and really push it. Going to have to go over here and break some more. Now we're going to set the zombies. The good news is all we have to do is wait till night, and we can lure them right over top the trapdoor. I really don't want the baby zombie, nope, because they can go underneath the trapdoor. So lucky there on that one. But we just want to get one in. Boom. And we'll do the same for every trapdoor now. I like to use the obscured glass from EvilCraft so that I can see in there. I like to leave a lot of maintenance options in my farm because for me, if it can happen, it will happen. So I want to be able to fix little things. If you made an infinite water supply earlier, the water golems can spawn inside of it, so make sure you fill that up. And in general, just look around and make sure everything's kind of spawn proof. I go into spectator mode to kind of give you a look at what I'm working with. I put a couple pieces of carpet inside the villager home. It really helped. If you're looking for ways to upgrade your farm, consider increasing the size of your dark tank. Thanks for watching the mod manual. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.